Hey guys, I'm back again, and today we are going to be pollinating a chestnut tree. So this is hand pollinating, and we haven't done this before, so let's get right into the video. All right guys, so since today we are going to be pollinating a chestnut tree, we have to, get some pollen. It is middle of July right now, so most of the pollen has already passed off this tree, but the other tree seems to have like the pollen just really getting into peak time, but on this tree most of the pollen is passed, so we're gonna have to find a limb that still has some pollen. I am not an expert on this. All I know is last year I grabbed the strands of pollen off it, I rubbed them on the strands on the other tree, and it worked. I think they're called catkins. I'm not very super educated about how to do this, but I know I did it last year and it worked, so we're gonna try it again and I'm gonna show you guys. All right guys, as you can see on this limb, we already have chestnuts forming. This still looks viable. This is not viable. Right here, this is brown. I believe these can come off now. I don't think it would mess up anything, considering most of the others have fallen off. We'll just take one, I guess. So we're just gonna, which one's more like, let's take it right. Take that off right there. We got one. I'll set this aside and I'll continue to collect. As you can see right here, some of them are brown. The tree has basically gotten to the end of its pollination cycle, pretty much. There's some new pollen on there, but some of these other ones, there may be a difference in the strands of pollen. Someone will obviously educate me in the comment section, but last year I did it. I grabbed like some smaller ones and bigger ones, and it still worked. So I'm gonna grab these, or grab a few of these. I don't want to take them all just in case they're still doing something. And we're gonna get started. So we got a pretty good handful right here. These seem to smell pretty good, so they're still pretty potent. These should work. I guess now we're gonna head on over to the tree, which is far away. That's why it has to be pollinated. So I guess let's get on over there and get this done. That's tasty right there. The things you see on your walks. All right guys, so what we have right here is a hybrid chestnut, I believe. The leaves look American, like when it comes to how long they are and spiky, but it's glossy and there's a little bit of hair at the bottom, so I know they're hybrids. But this tree has blighted apparently multiple times. So I think it may have more American genetics in it than Chinese, just by the way it looks and the characteristics and the way it's growing. I mean, it's growing, the main stem's growing pretty straight. So definitely an interesting hybrid. Let's go look at the leaves a little bit better. But the glossiness gives it away that it is not an American chestnut. But it is overall a pretty cool tree. So what you want to do is take this right here, and you want to just do this, rub it on here. Got a whole handful right here, so I mean, I'm guessing this is how you do it. I mean, it worked last year, so. Problem is with this tree this year is the pollen strands are way higher up in there than they should be, and I'm having trouble getting to them. So this is not a one-man job, but I'm gonna try to manage. For example, guys, if you're wondering, this is the trunk of the tree. Definitely a pretty good stem so far. But as I said, it is a hybrid. All that pollen up there that I can't even like reach. I don't know, maybe I could throw these up there or something. But I showed you how to do it on that one limb, so it's a little less of a disappointment. This tree has grown a lot since last year. Definitely interesting genetics in this tree. Definitely genetics I'd like to preserve, even though it's kind of a mutt. But overall, the way it's growing, the upright growth pattern is kind of like an American chestnut's growth pattern. This could be a Dunstan or something. Not exactly sure. All right, guys. So we have only been able to pollinate one strand of pollen on this tree. So what I did was I actually threw some of the pollen, and I actually got it to land on the limbs under that. Not sure though if the bugs will carry the pollen. I'm not sure exactly how pollination works on a chestnut tree. Maybe, because I got it closer there. I also hit that with it when I threw it up there, so not sure, but you know, you almost need a ladder for this or a partner to hold the limb down. But you get the point on how to pollinate. I tried. But overall, we'll get at least one cluster of nuts off the tree. But if you could just see how tall this tree has gotten. It's growing. The characteristics look like more American. Now, as I said before, it's definitely some type of hybrid, but I really like the characteristics of this tree. But you know, I have to come back here. The pollen on this tree is early, like it's just like starting on the majority of it. So this tree, definitely different genetics. Our other tree is almost past on pollinating. This tree is, I guess, just getting into the prime pollinating time. So it can be different with different types of American chestnuts. It can be different with different types of chestnut trees as a whole. So that's just something to look for. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on me hand pollinating the chestnut tree. I know I didn't, I don't exactly know what I'm doing when it comes to pollinating chestnut trees. Sorry, it's another one of those videos where I'm just, you know, going with the flow. But I did it last year and it worked. So educate me in the comment section on what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. And yeah, I know we didn't get to the ones up top, which I will try to get back up there and do that when I have another person to hold the limbs down. But, you know, it is what it is. We got one pollen strand pollinated. So hopefully we were able to get some nuts off that tree last year like we did. Get some nuts off this tree this year like we did last year. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe for more content. And as always, keep it electrified. I'll see y'all later.